Hi, I'm Ivan Schumann. My guest this morning is Dr. Geunhee Yu, Executive Pastor of the Asian Pacific Disciples of Christ. This and more when Religion in the News continues.
When important sports stories break, only one man is always there to bring it.
Anthony Calhoun broke this story for us last night.
Anthony Calhoun broke this story at 6.
You broke this story this morning.
Anthony Calhoun, a player's man, a coach's man, a Manning's man.
What's the coolest thing about being married to Peyton?
Getting the exclusive interviews you won't find anywhere else. Breaking a sweat to break the stories you want to see. Anthony Calhoun, more than a scores and highlights man. Only on Wish TV's 24-hour News 8.
In 24 hours, news may break, stories could unfold, and the weather will change. It's why we're here, around the clock, to inform you of the news that will keep your family on alert, no matter what time it happens. As Indiana's only 24-hour news station, we make every minute count, with coverage that's clear and concise. It's why more people count on 24-hour News 8 for breaking news and dependable forecast. Wish TV is Indiana's 24-hour news source.
Welcome back for more Religion in the News. My guest is Dr. Geunhee Yu, the Executive Pastor for the North American Pacific Asian Disciples. Good morning, Doctor, and thank you for being on our show.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Doctor, I wanted to ask you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
I am Executive Pastor for North American Pacific Asian Disciples, the Christian Church Disciples of Christ.
Okay. Now, can you tell us a little bit about your organization?
Okay. We work for the Asian and Pacific Islanders here in the United States and Canada, and the Christian Church Disciples of Christ. Mm-hmm. And we have about 100 Asian American and Pacific Islanders churches here in the United States.
Okay.
We work for them.
Now, I believe it started in 1992. Is that correct?
Yes.
And I believe you shared this with me before the show that during the period of 10 years, you grew 8 to 80 churches, from 8 to 80 churches. Is that correct?
Sure. We started always the 8 Asian American churches. Right now, it's over 80 now. That around 100 Asian American and Pacific Islanders churches here. And we are so excited about.
Very, very good.
Yes.
Very good. Now, that's a very quick expansion. Can you share, can you elaborate what the success to that is?
We work really hard, and also that the immigrants from Asia. Asian continent and also Pacific Islanders, they are very eager to come to the church. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, these are mostly immigrants you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But they're in the United States, correct?
That's right. The immigrants and also the second and third generation of Asian American people here, and they are not. We call them sometimes bananas.
Bananas?
They look outside the yellow, but inside is more like white.
Okay, that's very funny. Okay, now.
So their language is not like first generation immigrants, but they speak English more than they
do.
Right.
So that they're actually acclimating to their new environment being in America, correct?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay, and making changes. Now, I read somewhere on the internet, because there's a whole bunch of information if anybody is interested in finding about you. You've done a tremendous amount. As far as diversity, it seems like you're also extending to minorities as far as African Americans and Hispanics.
Mm-hmm. Even among Asian disciple churches, there are 14 different language groups. And also we work very closely with other racial ethnic people here in the United States, like Hispanics and also African Americans and some others.
So those are the programs. Now, your based office is here, located in Indianapolis, right?
The national office, the headquarters of Christian Church Disciples of Christ, here in Indianapolis. So our office is here.
Is here, but you're the executive director for that for the program here in Indianapolis.
Yes.
Okay, that is great. Now, if our audience would like more information as far as who to get in contact, can you give us any information on that?
Yes, my telephone number is 317-713.
I think it's on the screen right now.
2685.
2685. Now, is there a web page that they can also get in contact with?
Yes, www and dot napad .org.
.org.
Net, actually.
.net. Okay,
yes,
so it's
net.
.org.
NAPAD stands for North American Pacific Asian Disciples.
Disciples. Okay.
We call NAPAD.
Well, Doctor, we just wanted to thank you for being on our show, and we hope the very best as far as your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Right.
My pleasure and honor.
Right. Geunhee, back to you.
Thanks, Ivan, and thank you for joining us this week on Religion in the News. Check us out on the web at www.wishtv.com, then click on Community on the left of your screen, and then click on Religion in the News to the right of your screen under Special Features to get more information about our guests and calendar items. Send your upcoming events to us at least 3 weeks in advance, if possible, by email at religion@wishtv.com or mail them to Religion in the News to the Wish TV address on the screen. Have a great week.
That I've made in the